is here. Is that Trudy?
Good morning.
Oh, good. You're all here. Hail, 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 hail. The gang's all here. What the heck do we care? What the heck do we care? Hail, hail. The gang's all here. What the heck do we care? Now, all right, you guys, we're singing, telling some stories like that. And so everybody, we've got to sing because it's good for us, right? And it might warm us up because, boy, it's kind of nippy today, right? It's cold. Isn't it cold?
Not really to me.
Oh, right. It's nice and warm in there, but my heater hasn't cranked up all the way, so I'm a little cold. But I'll warm up by singing and dancing. But I had a question. Did anybody hear about the groundhog? Yesterday was Groundhog Day.
Oh, okay.
That little critter see his shadow?
No, I don't know.
No, nobody knows. Oh, well, we're going to have to just find out later. In the meantime, I want you to stretch all the way up like this, all the way. Can you stretch your arms? Put your arms in the air. Everybody, put your arms all the way. Beatrice, if it hurts, don't do it. And then side to side, like this. And then move them a little bit like this. And I'm going to do a country song that reminds us, and I want you guys to move with me, okay? To remind us that you are my sunshine. The sunshine isn't there. Hi, Eliza.
Hey, baby.
Good to see you. Howdy, ma'am.
I'm fine.
Hi, good. And is that Annie way in the back there? Is it?
That's Annie.
Hi, Annie. Okay. I'm pretty good. I'm good. How are you? How's everybody? Ready to sing?
We're fine.
Okay, let's go. So this is the one about you are my sunshine. All right. So I want you singing it too. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. And the skies are gray. You never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night when I was sleeping, I dreamt of held you in my arms. I was mistaken, and I hung my head and I cried. Everybody, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. All right. I heard some of you guys singing. That's very good. Well, Eliza, what's up?
Say hi. Katy.
Yes, dear.
I want to say hi to you.
Okay, great.
Say hi.
Great.
Don't say hi.
Hi, Tootie.
Oh, see, you say hi. You ain't got to get into the TV. Just say hi. Ooh, she's going all the way.
Hello, Tootie. Yes, hello.
Oh, she's singing your song.
It's so nice to have you back.
What I got.
You belong.
See that?
You're looking swell, Tootie. I can tell, Tootie. You're still going strong. I feel the room swaying and the band playing one of their things from way back when. Take a rap, sell it back, Judy will never go away. Judy will never go away. Judy will never go away. All All right, that was, who did that song?
See there?
Louis Armstrong.
Right.
Yes, Louis Armstrong. Oh my gosh, love that guy. And in fact, we're gonna sing that song again next week and maybe the week after, because one, it's Black History Month, and two, it's, guess what, on February 16th is Mardi Gras.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Mardi Gras is February 16th. So yep, it is. So I'm going to be singing some songs about New Orleans and stuff like that. Okay, so we'll be doing that later. But today, also February 14th, anybody know what that is? That's coming right up. Has to do with something red.
Valentine.
You got it. Valentine's Day. That's it. It's Valentine's Day. So I love Valentine's Day because I love love songs and just, you know, and I love candy. Anybody here like chocolate?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I am a chocoholic. I have to have a little chocolate every day or it's not right. You know, so I have to get my chocolate. So Valentine's Day, I get some extra chocolate. So I'm really happy. So anyway, and it's about love. So, and there's so many love songs out there, folks, right? So many. So I thought I'd start out with some ones. Oh, wait, I have to change hats here. This is a song. This is an old-fashioned song. And so I have to get my old-fashioned hat on. Oh, wait a second. Do I have the it's on the right way? Wait, here we go. There we go. Much better. Old-fashioned hat. And this song is about a young woman who has decided that she's in love with somebody. She's very young. And, you know, she's going to ask her mom if it's okay that she hangs out with this guy. So everybody, we're going to all, you guys are all going to sing this. So everybody put your hands up. This is about somebody really exciting to go like, right? Like that. And you go, Mom. You say that? Mom. All right. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Ma, he's making eyes at me. Ma, he's awful nice to me. Ma, he's almost breaking my heart. I'm beside him. Mercy, let his conscience guide him. Ma, he wants to marry me. Be my honey bee. Every minute he gets bolder. Now he's leaning on my shoulder. Everybody say, Ma, he's kissing me. Mwah. Anybody ever heard that song before? Isn't that the silliest little song? You know, that song is just fabrication, or some people would say a pure lie, because how many young girls, I would say 16, 14, are going to tell your mother that you're kissing somebody?
Nobody.
No, nobody, right? Beatrice, would you do that?
No.
No. That's what I'm saying. How about you, Trudy?
No.
Do that? I like that response. Lily, how about you? Would you tell your mother you're kissing somebody? Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think that's you're gonna do it. And Neville, you're gonna tell your mother you're kissing somebody?
She may shoot me. She said, you're too young.
I found out, right? Somebody sees you. Oh my gosh! Don't get me started on that. Listen, I have some funny stories about my first love, and I first had my first crush. I would, you know, it wasn't really love, but it was just like, oh, he's kind of cute, you know, like that. When I was 10 years old, 10. Yep. And he was in school and he had bright blue. He was the only blue-eyed guy I ever liked. He had bright blue eyes and his name was George. And we like to show each other our love by running around at recess and kicking each other really hard. And that was true love when you were in 5th grade, right?
That's right.
Just beginning.
Hopefully you've changed since then. I guess it could get painful. But anyway, so anyway, we were always doing that. I said, I got you. Ha, ha, ha. And I kick him and run away. And then he'd come and kick me. Anyways, true love. And so one day, I think he kicked me a little too hard, right? So I was like, I'm gonna get back at that dude. And so I that morning, the next morning, I got a raw egg out of the refrigerator. Now my mother was in the bathroom and I knew she wasn't to see me. And I took the raw egg and I wrapped it in a paper towel a lot so it wouldn't crack. And I put it in my lunch bag, right? And I, took it to school. Now, George, my kicking sweetheart, he was kind of short. And so he always sat on his binder, one of those plastic binders, And so he that's what he always did. I think it made him taller a little bit, Anyway, and so during recess, the first recess, I raised my hand and I said, Mrs. Summer, my stomach hurts. And she goes, okay, Katie, well, put your head down and rest. And, everybody, all the other kids had gone to recess, right? And she said, just put your head down and rest. And then later on, after recess, if you still don't feel good, I'll call your mother and have her come get you. I said, okay. And so she had high heels. You could tell when she went anywhere. She click, click, click out of the room, down the hall. She was all the way down the hall. And then I got that raw egg out of my little lunch bag. I went over to George Gibson's desk. Like I said, no one was around. They were all at recess. And I put the raw egg opened the binder and put it right between the binders, right? Okay. And then what happened is then I went back to my desk, put my head down, and the recess bell rang. Everybody came in, right? Everybody's in. Mrs. Summers there, and people are filing in. And George goes to sit at his seat, and it's real quiet because Mrs. Summers was kind of strict. And George goes to sit at his seat, and he sits down, and you could hear it crack. That was that egg, and he looks down, he opens the binder, and he scoops up the egg with his hand, but it's a raw egg, right? He scoops up the egg, and I'm laughing, but luckily I'm across the room in another part, way across the room. So he's got the egg in his hand, and he's looking at me, and he's walking towards me. But what happens is that the yolk starts dripping out of his hand, right? And it lands on this other little boy who gets really mad at him. And then they start punching each other. And they start punching each other, right? And he forgets about me. And I'm just laughing. And okay, this is the funniest part. You know what the teacher's doing? She is laughing so hard she can't even talk. She's doubled over. I've never seen her before or since laugh so hard. And she's laughing so hard. And she finally has to break up these two boys because they're starting to really, punch each other. And guess what? I didn't get in trouble. Woo! I did not get in trouble. Can you believe that? But she knew I must have put that egg in there. And I never figured out why I didn't get in trouble. But anyway, I was a lucky girl. And so, but you know what? Ever since then, trouble's been my middle name. So I guess that was my one time I did not get in trouble. But yeah, that was my first love. And I knew it was true love because the next year we were going into 6th grade. He moved away to another place, I found out, and I cried so much. So that's young love. Did you ever have a crush on somebody, Annie?
No, not that I know of.
Not that you know of. Okay. Well, you never know. It may be hidden in the sands of time in your head. You don't know. How about you, Neville? Remember your first crush?
Yes,
Yes. All right. How old were you?
I was 16.
16. Oh, that's serious crush. That is a serious one. So yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna do an old-fashioned song about a guy and on a bicycle, because at 16, did you ever ride her around on your bicycle?
Yes, yes.
Oh, then this song's for you. Okay. So it's just an old-fashioned song. Yes. Neville, was that in Oakland?
Yeah, she lived down the street from me.
All right. And you rode her around on your bicycle.
That's right.
That's
Mine too.
all right. That's great. Well, you didn't get married to that same gal, did you?
No, she moved away down south somewhere.
Oh,
She
broke your heart.
moved all the way.
Okay. Yep. That'll happen. Well, this might remind you of that time, because this is about a guy who's courting his gal on a bicycle. Wait a second. I got to get the right hat. Hang on. It's an old-fashioned song. All right, here we go. Okay, so get on your bicycle, you guys. Now we're going to warm you up. Okay, first I've got to get some water because I'm going to get on my bicycle. All right. Put your hands like this. Okay, hands like this, and you're going to move your feet. Can you pick up your feet? Just like you're pedaling a bicycle. All right, goes like this. You ready? Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer true. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. But Daisy didn't like that at all. Wait a second, I have to change into Daisy. And Daisy sang, Harry, Harry, here is your answer true. I'm not crazy, all for the love of you. If there will be no carriage, well, there will be no marriage, for I'll be switched if I'll be hitched to a bicycle built for two. All right. Isn't that a great song? You know how old that song is, you guys?
Real.
No.
110.
I was fixing to say that.
110 years old. But people still, I just saw the other day, guess what? Bicycle built for two. Yep, driving down in Berkeley. So people still do that. Beatrice, have you ever been on a bicycle built for two?
No.
No, it's tough. I'm telling you, it's not easy. How about you, Neville? You ever been on one?
You don't want to get on one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I don't start now, okay? They're big old heavy bicycles. Lily, you've been on a bicycle built for two?
You don't come.
Nope.
No, for two.
A bicycle built for two. Yeah.
She say no, she hasn't.
She hasn't. All right. How about you, Annie?
No, but I always had a bicycle that have a seat in the back. You know that?
Yeah.
Had put it on. And I rode in the front. And if I had my baby brothers, I would have one and one in the back.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. You carried him around, huh?
Oh, yeah.
On your bicycle. Oh, that's so cool.
It
And he never fell off?
No, and we never had a problem with me riding. One would sit right in front, because it's a boy's bike. I can't
Right.
do girl bikes.
Yeah.
And I would be on the bike. My one of the baby brothers would be right behind me.
Mm.
I would be right in front of me.
So you had two kids on a bike,
Yeah, but
plus you.
bike.
Wow, you are a strong person. Well, You know what? I have never met anybody except me doing something silly like that.
Well, I had to have them go with me because those were the last two brothers I had.
Right. And so you had to take care of them, right?
Yeah.
And you've got what, 5 brothers? How many brothers did you have?
I only had three
Oh, 3.
brothers.
Okay. Because yeah, they're in my daughter's family, there's going to be 3 boys and 2 girls so far. She has 5 kids. So the oldest has to always carry up the younger ones around too. Yep.
That's the way it was with me. I was the only girl and I had them 2 little baby brothers.
Oh, right.
And
Yep. But that's why you became a school teacher, because you used to bossing people around. That's a good thing. School teachers are good. Anyway, so I have to tell you a story about how I did that too, but I'm going to sing another song about young love. And well, actually, or why, I've got even a better one, you guys, because, when you're young, you're really foolish. And did you know the scientists finally figure this out? Like, I'm going to sing a song about this. And people have always known that people, when they're young and they fall in love, they're kind of foolish, right? Well, scientists finally proved just not that long ago that the human brain, okay, our brains don't really completely mature till they're 25 years old. 25 years old. But that gives you 10 years to get in trouble, big trouble, because, your brain isn't developed, yet your hormones are, and you're falling in love all over the place. So that's why fools fall in love. Okay, but there's a song about that. And if you know it's saying, wait, I have to get my fool's hat. Hang on. Love this hat. Okay. All right. Now this is why do fools fall in love? All right. So if you know it, sing it. I need some clapping, not napping. Put your hands together like this. See? Okay. And it goes like this. Ooh, 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 why do fools fall in love? Why do birds sing so gay? Lovers wake up, break up, day. Why do they fall in love? Why does rain fall from above? Why do fools fall in love? Why do they fall in love? Love is a losing game. Love can't be the same. I know the fool you see for that fool is me. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Why do they fall in love? Why does my heart skip a crazy beat? For I know it will reach the sea. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Why do they fall in love? And of course, we all know why. It's called biology. And what is that? Get the species going. Keep the human species alive. But yeah, but in the meantime, there's a lot of foolishness going on. And boy, do I know about that. Okay. So the first time I really, really fell in love, I was about 14 years old. And yeah, 14, I just turned 14. Or no, maybe it's like about 14 and a half. And I got the opportunity to go down to Mexico City. Now, the reason why I did is that I had befriended a couple years before a young Mexican gal, Adriana Martinez, and she was visiting the United States. She was actually studying her English at the same junior high as I went to. And it was amazing because back then in 1969, there were not that many people who spoke Spanish in Vallejo, California, which is amazing because now there's a big population of folks that do. But back then, this poor gal, she got teased. She got teased because she spoke Spanish or her English wasn't very good. And I felt bad for her because I had been teased because I walked funny and was awkward and weird and all that stuff. So I took her under my wing and I said, Adriana, why don't you come over to lunch with me, or after we'll have a sandwich. And I fed her some bad American food and, and we talked and stuff like that. She says, Kate, and we became friends and we had another friend and she came over and anyway, it was nice. And then she went back to Mexico. Within 2 years, in between that, we were pen pals.
Oh.
And then so my 14th year, she says, hey, in the summer, you want to come down to Mexico City? And I thought, oh, my mom will never let me do that, right? And so, guess what? I asked my mom and she says, well, okay, if there's a chaperone with you, because it wasn't just me that was going to go there. My other girlfriend, Lisa, was going to go there. And she said, if there's a chaperone. So she wrote a letter to Adriana's mother, had it translated. Adriana's mother wrote a letter back to her and said, yes, there will be a chaperone with Adriana and Katy and Lisa. That was the other friend at all times. Well, I arrived in Mexico City and they met us at the airport. And who was there with her but the chaperone, which was her older brother.
And I know
He had cute flashing eyes and he took a look at me and I took a look at him.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. And oh yeah, I was in love. And you know what? I didn't speak hardly any Spanish and he didn't speak hardly any English. But you know what? It didn't matter because the language of love is international, right?
So you and him got together.
Yes, we did. And he used to take me to the movies and we wouldn't watch the movies. You heard about that, right? I'm sure a couple of you have done that, gone to the movies and not watched the movies. Now it's too expensive to do something like that. But anyway, back in the day, that's what we did. So we went into this Mexican movie theater and, I knew I wasn't going to be watching the movies and we were just necking. And all of a sudden, I felt something on my foot and it didn't seem like it was his foot. It felt like little feet. And I looked down and there was this big rat.
Oh, my God.
This big. I'm not kidding, that big, maybe even longer. And it was on my foot. And I was like, jumped up, the rat ran away. I ran out of the theater. And
Too much.
about breaking up a romantic thing. It just broke it up just like that. And anyway, and he followed me out of there and he goes, oh, it's okay. And I was like, oh, it's all right. So anyway, we went to some other romantic places, but then he made a big mistake. He started trying to boss me around and, doesn't work very well. My husband knows how to finesse, okay? He doesn't boss me that way. So anyway, we had to say goodbye. Adios, hasta la vista. I wish him well. I hope he's okay somewhere because he was a very nice man, but he was, or boy, he was, at that point, he was like 16 and a half. So anyway, it was a wild thing. And it reminds me of going down south of the border. And it seems, if you know this song, it's an old song, but it's kind of what I did, went down south of the border. Okay. And and I'm going to have you guys all sing along during the chorus. So sit up straight, folks. Take a nice deep breath. Come on, sit up straight. Nice deep breath. Exhale. Another nice deep breath. Exhale. And you're going to go. Ay, 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 ay. Can you say that? Okay. All right. And so that when the chorus comes up, that's what you sing. All right. Down south of the border, down Mexico way. That's where I fell in love, where stars above came out to play. The mission bells told me I mustn't stay south of the border, down Mexico way. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. The mission bells told me I shouldn't stay south of the border, down Mexico way. She was a picture in old Spanish lace. Just for a tender while, I kissed the smile upon her face. For it was fiesta, and we were so gay. South of the border, down Mexico way. Everybody sing, ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. The mission bells told me I mustn't stay south of the border, down Mexico way. Down south of the border, I rode back one day. There in a veil of white, by candlelight, she knelt to pray. Those mission bells told me I shouldn't say south of the border, down Mexico way. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. All right. That's a funny little song. That's old song. But a guy goes down south the border, just like me, falls in love, can't stay, has to come back. And sure enough, I came back and, you know, I had a wonderful little boy, a nice boyfriend in high school. He was very nice. We had a lot of fun. So I'm going to sing a song, and this song is from the Beatles, because this is kind of about young love too. Okay, wait a second. I'm changing hats. Okay, so I'm dyeing my hair pink next year. What do you think? I could be a Beatles fan, right? Look at it, it's even got its own earring way up with the wrong place. Anyway, so this is about, you know, I want to hold your hand, okay? And so this time, this kind of dance song, so sway side to side. Can you move your hand side to side like this, you guys? And move your hands. As this is about, I want to hold your hand. Okay, it goes like this. Oh yeah, I tell you something. I think you'll understand. When I say that something, I want to hold your hand. And everybody go, ah! I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. Oh, please say to me and let me be your man. Oh, please say to me, you'll let me hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. And when I touch, I get happy inside. And it's a feeling that my love, I can't hide, I can't hide, I can't hide. Oh, you said something I want to understand. When I say that something, everybody sing. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. Okay, go Beatles, Fab Four. Any, anybody ever see them on Ed Sullivan or live or anything like that?
Well, I haven't seen it.
Because they came around the Bay Area. They were around here. And actually, I think it was 1969. And one of my very good friends, she was living in San Francisco. I was living in Vallejo, but she was living in San Francisco, and she had an older sister, and her older sister got her tickets to the Candlestick Park show. I think it was might have been the last show in the United States of America, the Beatles. And she said it was great to see him up on stage, but you know what happened? And she was not that far back in the back. She was right in the middle. You know what she said? She couldn't hear a darn thing. Why? All these young girls going, Ringo, Paul, all that stuff. It was a crazy thing. She said, people fainting right and left and throwing clothing at them. And it was just wild. But anyway, the Beatles. I actually wasn't, it's so funny. I was just sort of a rebel. I didn't like the Beatles that much. I like the Temptations. So I do a lot of great songs about love. They sure do. So I'm going to get out my Temptations book. I know we've talked about them before. They have all kinds of good songs.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. And that's right. You saw that. Did anybody see them in live the first time? Oh man, they were good. Wait a second. I got to see. Here it is, Motown. This Motown's got some great love songs. So in honor of Motown, we got to do one. Oh, there's so many. Okay, hang on. All right. Oh, my guy or my girl, whatever you want to do. Okay. All right. Now this song involves a little dancing. So go side to side like this. Can everybody, you're snapping your fingers, snap your fingers, and you go side to side like this. Side, if you can. Move your body a little bit, right? Like that. What do they call that? The electric slide? I don't know. All right. You ready? Okay. Nothing you can say can tear me away from my guy. Nothing you could do, 'cause I'm stuck like glue on my guy. I'm sticking to my guy like a stamp to a letter, like birds of a feather will stick together. I'm telling you, start, I can't be torn apart from my guy. Nothing you could do to make him prove my guy. Nothing you could buy can make me tell a lie, my guy. I gave my guy my word of honor to be faithful, and I'm gonna, you best be believing, I won't be deceiving with my guy. As a matter of opinion, I think he's tops. Likes in this, he's the cream of the crop. The matter of taste, to be exact, he's not ideal. As a matter of fact, no muscle bound man can take my hand from my guy. No handsome face could ever take the place of my guy. My guy, he may not be a movie star, but when it comes to being happy, we are. There's not a man to take me away from my guy. Not a man to take me away from my guy. Now, I don't think the Temptations did that. Who did that? Anybody know? Was that who?
Smokey
Yeah.
Robinson?
Say it again.
Smokey Robinson?
Yeah, Smokey Robinson. You got it. 2 points. That's what it says right here. Smokey Robinson wrote that. 1964. Very good year. All right. Well, we'll do another one from there. Oh my goodness. There's so many, but I want Oh, there's some bad songs too, some songs about broken hearts, because, love never ran smooth. Hey, Annie, I got to tell you something, and everybody else too. But I said Annie because she's the one who had 2 kids on her bike. Okay, so when I was a young gal, about 21 years old, I fell in love with, well, actually 20 years old, I fell in love with this fella, this tall, dark, handsome guy who ended up being my husband. But we had a little lovers quarrel because we were both babies, young guys, youngins, as I say. And I had saved up some money from working in a bank. And you know what I did, folks? This is the wildest darn thing. I was a wild child. I ran away to Europe.
Oh,
Yep, I did. I went to Holland because I had a friend over there. My parents didn't want me to go, of course. They wanted me to stay in school. But I said, I'll come back. I'll go back to school. And I did. But in the meantime, I was gone for almost 16 months in Europe.
Wow.
And the only way I could afford to do that, because I didn't have that much money, is I worked. And I got a job. And one of my jobs was to taking care of 2 little girls. One was 2, and the other 2.5. The other one was 3.5. And I had to, same as Annie, I had to have one in the front of my bicycle and one in the back of my bicycle. And not only that, Annie and everybody else, I had to do the grocery shopping for my employer who had these little kids. And I had groceries in the bags of the side of my bicycle, 2 little kids and 2 big bags of groceries. And I rode through the city of The Hague, which is a very busy city. It's actually busier than Berkeley. And with those 2 kids, and I was, even though I was 21 years old, I knew it was dangerous. And I was like this, like in a prayer attitude. But I was really lucky and nothing ever happened, just like you, Annie. But I hadn't heard a story of anybody cruising around with 2 babies on their bike for a long time. Reminded me of my crazy old days. Yeah.
2 baby brothers.
Yep, it's tough because they could get up and move and do all kinds of stuff. Well, listen, we got other love songs to sing. Oh, I have to sing this one. This is about Sweet Little 16. And I know, Neville, you said you fell in love at 16, right?
Sure did.
Oh, all right, good. Well, this could be, maybe this is who, they wrote the song for. Maybe it was you or anyway. And then it goes like this. It's Chuck Berry, folks.
Oh,
Yeah. They're really rocking in Boston, in Pittsburgh, PA, in the Hall, Texas, and the Frisco Bay, all over St. Louis, way down New Orleans. All the cats wanna dance with Sweet Little 16. Cause to be rocking and dancing in Philadelphia, PA, deep in the heart of Texas, and Frisco Bay, all over St. Louis, way down New Orleans. All the cats wanna dance with Sweet Little 16. She's just got to have about 500,000 framed autographs. Her wallet's filled with pictures. She gets them one by one. Becomes so excited. Watch her, look at her run. Oh, mommy, mommy, please may I go? It's such a sight to see. Somebody feels so. Oh, daddy, daddy, saying what you do. All the cats want to dance with Sweet Little 16. Sweet Little 16. So, Neville, I have a question for you. Since you fell in love with Sweet Little 16, did you dance at Sweet Little 16? Were you dancing? Yeah? You take her to any dances? Annie, you ever danced? Did you fall in love at 16 also?
no. I was too busy.
Okay, you waited a few years, huh?
Yeah, because I had brothers. If I bring some guy there to the house or something, it would be my oldest brother.
Oh, you had an older brother.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So they were looking like, who is that guy?
yeah.
You stay away from my sister. That's why I had boyfriends, because I didn't have an older brother. And, so,
Didn't miss anything.
yeah. Beatrice, I got to find out about Beatrice. You have a crush on somebody early?
Yeah, I did. My first love, I had a crush on him.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Great. So did you ever dance with them?
Yeah, I did. That was at a Valentine's Day.
At a Valentine? Perfect. Well, there you go. So we have to sing a dancing song, right? Let's see. I want to see if I can find. All right. This is a song about, dancing at the Valentine's dance. And I want you guys to all dance. And, this will be good. You'll work up an appetite for lunch, So we're going to go side to side like this again, or maybe up and down. Because this is a dancing song. All right. Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. I know you get to like it if you get a chance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. My little baby, wait. My little baby sister can do it with ease, yeah. It's easier than learning your ABC. So come on, do the locomotion with me. You gotta swing your hips now. Come on, baby. Jump up, jump back. Oh, well, I think you got the knack now. Now that you can do it, let's make a chain now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Chug a motion like a railroad train, yeah. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Do it nice and easy now. Don't lose control. A little bit of rhythm and lot of soul. Come on, do the locomotion with me. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Come on, do the locomotion with me. Now, oh my gosh, I went to a Valentine's dance, Beatrice.
You did.
I did. And oh my gosh, it was a disaster. Almost. So I was 12 years old, or maybe 13, and I was very shy. And my mother was trying to encourage me, because I was so shy, to be more social. So she said, why don't you go to the Valentine's Day dance? And Lisa will go with you. That was my friend back then. And so we both went, but we really didn't want to go. Okay. We were just like, our parents were like, oh, you got to socialize, and we got there, and I was literally, what they call a wallflower?
Yes.
You're glued to the wall. Here's the wall. Here's you. And I was just like that.
Scared
To the wall.
smile.
Like that. Just, and not looking at anybody. Just looking down. I really didn't want to be there. And so all of a sudden, this young guy, this 13-year-old guy walks over. He goes, you want to dance? And I was like, okay. The poor guy, he probably got a complex dancing with me. Okay. And so back in the day in Vallejo, the way the dance, it was a slow song. And everybody so the girls always put their hands around the guy's neck. Remember this one?
Right.
And you just sway side to side like that, right? Well, I had just put my hands around this guy's neck, and I was like, and I could see his pimples. It was terrible. Anyway. And all of a sudden, it's terrible. And all of a sudden, I was thinking in my thoughts, okay, just let the music stop. Just let the music stop. And sure enough, and I'm not making this up, folks, all over the the megaphone, the loudspeakers came this, this a teacher's voice going, sorry, due to technical difficulties, we have to stop the dance for a minute.
Glad to.
Pretty good, huh? I made the music stop. What do you think? I don't know, but I don't know who made it stop, but I'm just glad it did. Okay, that's all. But it's so funny because I've been dancing ever since. And it was the only time in my life I didn't really, want to dance. In fact, when I met my husband, we would dance. Oh gosh, all kind of, he had funny records. We met in a apartment building. I had roommates. We were both in college and he was with a bunch of roommates. And so we met in the laundry room, but then right in the, there was no dance. There's not enough room to dance in the laundry room. So then there was a big courtyard and his friend had a big little stereo thing and he put the speakers out and we would dance all kind of dances. And I was just so thrilled. I was having fun. And so this song, wait a second, I have to change my hat. This is just the wrong hat for this particular song. Oh, this is better. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, you guys, this is much better. This is a dancing hat. Isn't this a dancing hat? You can tickle your partner as you dance with them, right? With this.
Come on.
Right? Okay, so this is a song about dancing all night. So put your hands up like this. We're going to do a little tango, folks. Side to side like this. Side to side like this. Okay, ready? Bed. I couldn't go to bed. My head's too light to try to lay it down. Sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. Not for all the pennies in the crown. I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before. I never know what made it so exciting. All of the once my heart took flying. I only know when he began to dance with me, I could have danced and danced all night. Cha, cha. All right. Isn't that a fun song? I love that song. That song's from My Fair Lady. Yeah, it's a sweet song.
Where that's from.
And you know what, though? We're going to sing a lot more. I know it's getting late. It's almost time for lunch. You guys got to get, moving and grooving over that way. But thank you so much for listening. And thank you for your own stories. I just really appreciate that so much. And, it just helps. And, because it's so important, folks, that we tell our own stories while we still can remember them, because when we get really old, they might not be around, the stories, and so we got to keep telling them. That's my big advice. And of course, keep singing and dancing because it's good for you. All right, that's right. And so we're going to dance this one with the Blackbird. Okay, so we're going to do the Blackbird. All right, that's it. Pack up all my cares and woes. Here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, Blackbird. Where somebody waits for me and sugar's sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, Blackbird. No one here could love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed and light the light. I'll be home late tonight. Everybody sing Blackbird. Bye bye, Blackbird. Bye bye. Bye everybody. Thanks so much. What a great audience you guys. Darlene,
Yes.
everything cool?